How often should I weigh myself? Hi, my name is Julie Enstall, and I'm a personal trainer and founder of Training Time Fitness and the Daily Fitness Habit. And the question we're looking at today is, how often should I weigh myself? And maybe even the question for you is, should I weigh myself at all? So I want to discuss it today because I think it's an important question, because it can be used one of two ways. It can be used as a management tool, or it can be used as a judgment tool. And here's what I mean. Now, I've met several people who weigh themselves, and this is how they evaluate whether they've been good or bad. And it's more of whether I should feel good about myself or whether I should loathe myself. And if this is how you're using the scale, then by all means, don't do it. However, should you weigh yourself as a useful management tool? And I think the answer to that is yes. And here's my explanation. Do you ever look at the amount of money you have in the bank? Do you ever look at what something costs before you buy it? Hopefully the answer to this is yes. And the reason that we do this is because it shows that we can manage our money. These are evaluation tools that we use for good money management. And it works the same way with our diet. So we can use weighing ourselves in combination with using a food tracker. I think that they should both be used together because this provides the information that we need to make good decisions. For instance, do you know how many calories you should have for your activity level? Do you know how many carbs you should eat for your goals, whether you're trying to maintain or lose weight? Do you know what your ratio should be for carbs, protein, and fat? And if we don't know this information, if we haven't watched this information, then we're just guessing, where we don't have any good, solid information to base our decisions on. So for that reason, I highly recommend food tracking. Now, I will tell you, if I had to use a food tracker like just a diary where I write down what I eat, and then I had to go and look up calories and look up carbohydrates and protein, I wouldn't do it. But today, it's so much easier. Now, I use a food tracker called MyFitnessPal, and I encourage all my clients to use it because everything's in the database. So I've made this a daily habit that after I finish my workout, I enter my food for the day, I preload it, and it takes me a couple of minutes. And now it may deviate a little bit throughout the day, but I have a plan so I can tell if I'm on track or I'm off track. If you use that food tracker in combination with weighing yourself, you have some valuable information. Now I'm going to illustrate this with my husband. So he allowed me to use his weight tracker. He's recently lost almost 60 pounds now, and he's used it through doing daily fitness habits. And one of these habits is tracking his food and tracking his weight. So you'll see here there's 4 spikes on his weight tracker. And the first one is our anniversary. The second one is our vacation. The third one is Father's Day, and he had a little fling with some donuts. And the fourth one is on 4th of July, we had some friends over, so we kind of got off of our normal routine. But you'll notice that even though there's these spikes, generally it's a decline. And I point this out because he can look back at his tracker knowing exactly why he had these spikes. And it's for this reason that we like using the tracker, because life happens. And I think a lot of people, when they see their weight fluctuate up and down, they think that they failed. And that's not it at all. It's just that you get right back into tracking, which is a daily habit. And then you can let life happen. And for this reason, I really don't advocate cheat days, because sometimes life warrants cheats. You know, we have celebrations, we have birthdays, and we have anniversaries, and we have vacations. And this is not a time to be rigid with our food. This is a time to enjoy life. And when these celebrations are over, if we've got good habits, we come right back into our food tracking, which is a daily habit. And then we have success long term, and we've built it into our life. Now it fits in with us. It fits in with our goals. And when you have this kind of a lifestyle habit, then you're living the life that you're designing. You're not living by default. So I would recommend that you do weigh yourself if you use a food tracker. If you don't, then I don't think it's going to be very helpful. It's going to be more of a judgment tool than a management tool. So I hope this information is helpful to you, and I'd love to hear from you. Do you track your food? Do you weigh yourself? Do you use them in combination? And if you do, or if you don't, let me know what your results are. I'd love to hear. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.